What's going on, Colts Nation? I appreciate you joining me for another video. Where in this one, we're going to talk a little bit about what happened last night. Some injury news is really the big topic, right? We can go over the game, but really the big story is the injury news. Obviously, going to start here with Anthony Richardson. Now, Anthony dislocates his finger. When it's all said and done, sure does seem like there's general consensus that that's on him, right? Protection was what it was. He said he thought the pressure was going to come from the left side, from the nickel. It ends up coming from the right side. Nobody was there to pick it up. Just doesn't work out. Obviously, incredibly unlucky. Gets hit and bends his pinky in half. Like that's just, I understand injury prone. That's incredibly unlucky. Now the good news that it's a dislocation. There is somebody on Twitter that is I think Dr. Chow, maybe something like that. One of the NFL doctors that's on Twitter, and he said, pinky dislocation happens for a lot of guys, or finger dislocation. He basically said as long as it's not the thumb, he should be fine. Anthony said he tried to go back in after he got taped up. They just wouldn't let him. So kind of like I was saying in the stream, precautionary, right? So unfortunate there, but seemingly Anthony should be fine. Everybody take a deep breath with Anthony. I understand. Okay? He's going to be fine. We're going to be all right. Now, to move on from that, extremely unfortunate news with standout rookie cornerback that we drafted in the third round, Justin Wally, who the other day in joint practice with the Ravens left with a knee injury. By all accounts, seemed like it wasn't that serious. And then Shane Steichen comes out after the game. I don't know why we're getting this news days later. Shane Steichen comes out after the game saying that Justin Wally is out for the season with a torn ACL. Just another incredibly unlucky. The Colts corners just continue to take hits. It's like, this is what it is being an indie sports fan. It's like it's tough. We're sitting here. I mean, if Hallie doesn't get hurt in Game 7, right, we win a championship for the Pacers. And now we're sitting here, Anthony Richardson, all signs pointing to development going in the right direction. Comes out, hurts his finger. The cornerback position that has needed some depth over time, seemingly incredible depth. Now Justin Wally's out. We don't know when Jalen Jones is coming back. We don't know when Juju Brents is coming back. Hopefully soon. Like at some point, they got to tell the fans something. You got to give us something, dude. When are our people coming back? You have to tell us. Like, especially after that game, we need to know, bro. We need to know. We need some sort of timeline on these players. Hey, it might be this, it might be that. We just need some sort of timeline on these corners, because we're getting to a point where it's zero dark 30. This is not going to be good. Okay, I saw some of the cornerback play was good. Some of the cornerback play was atrocious. Now, obviously, the cornerback position is something that is going to be incredibly important in this Lou Anarumo defense. So losing out on Justin Wally this season with what he was prepared to provide for us is soul crushing. Rookie that looks so good. Just hopefully he's able to come back and be himself, right? And this season hasn't started, so by the time next season comes around, he should be just fine. He should be good to go, and hopefully we don't have this issue anymore, right? Incredibly unlucky. But as we go forward, right, what else are we looking at? JTT leaves the game with a knee injury. No real news on the extent of that. He walked off the sideline. Looked like he was walking pretty fine. There was a little bit of a limp. Didn't seem like anything serious. Hopefully nothing comes out where it's something that we're really going to have to be concerned about. But we'll see, what that is as we go forward. Again, if there's any news about that, I'll try to get that to you guys as soon as possible. Today is a day where, I'm landing in Indiana, going to be with family. So I'll get what I can to you guys as soon as I possibly can. But news might be a little later than it typically would. But just overall, just incredibly disappointing. The way yesterday went, Anthony was supposed to get a quarter and a half, and he gets 2-3 drives and ends up getting hurt. And again, yeah, the protection part of it could come down to him. He had two people on the side where that guy was coming from. There were two different options that he could have thrown it to right there. But again, he was looking left because he thought the blitz was coming left. He was going to hot read to that side to Doolin, right? But then obviously he doesn't get his head turned around in time, gets hit, and the pinky gets dislocated. It got popped back in, no issues. He was throwing on the sideline. So again, Anthony should be fine. For everybody that wants to get in the comments, oh, this dude did this dude that, Anthony should be fine. I'm not really worried about that. It's the Justin Wally thing that's really just a heartbreaker. Just no bueno. It's, the expectations, I think, especially from what we've been seeing in camp, the expectations were going to be so high. Obviously, run defense, we didn't play most of our starters. Now, that's part of the problem. How are you going to play? You're playing both the guys trying to get the quarterback one position without playing your best lineman and trying to help them. Like, Shane has taken a massive step back as a head coach, which is incredibly disappointing. I had so much confidence in him. I've tried to defend him, but what we saw yesterday, just start to finish, a lot of bad coaching decisions. Keeping Brian Mason on the team after yesterday, incredibly bad. He should have never come back after his first year as special teams coach. Should have definitely not come back after his second year as special teams coach. I don't know who he's blowing, but he must do a real good job. Brian Mason doesn't deserve to have a special teams coordinator. He just doesn't. We had Bubba Ventrone, and Brian Mason got a lot of the guys that Bubba Ventrone had, and we took a massive step back. I don't know what else you need to see, right? Brian Mason should have never gotten on the plane with the team. He should have been fired immediately after the game. You find your own way home. You can't come home with us. What he's done to the special teams unit is disgraceful. And that continues to be a problem. It was like somebody in my stream as we were going, somebody said 230 plus return yards. 230 plus return yards. What are you talking about, dude? It's a preseason game. And you're giving up 230 return yards. That's absolutely unacceptable. So aside from the injuries, aside from the disappointment, why does Brian Mason still have a job? I'm sorry to call for somebody's job. I'm not a special teams coordinator. I'm not an NFL coach, but what are we doing? What are we doing? How are you going to keep mediocre? Like, we fixed the defense. We fixed the defensive staff, right? When we play the starters, we're going to be better. I'm not so concerned about what happened in the preseason game. The injuries are a problem, but like, if we play the starters, we're better on defense. But the special teams is what the special teams is. And we have to be better. We can't be letting up a ridiculous amount of return yards like that. And so something's got to change there. Just overall, incredibly disappointing first showing. Right, when realistically, a lot of the reports said that the Colts, generally, if you had to give one team the edge, we had the edge throughout the practice with the Ravens. I thought we were going to come in. I thought when they said Anthony was playing, I thought that meant the starters were going to play. Why are you playing Anthony without the starters? Right? At least the starting offensive line. Please. Put the starting offensive line in. What are we doing? So, not really sure what to expect going forward. Ready to get my eyes on this team firsthand, right? I feel like there's so much that doesn't get said. Like, even as much as we go through everything in these half-hour videos that we've been doing about the training camp practices, gathering all these notes, what happens in between the stuff that people aren't talking about? That's what I'm interested in. I can't wait to get my eyes on it, and I'm going to give you guys the raw truth. All right? I'm going to give you guys exactly what I'm seeing, exactly what I'm excited about, exactly what I'm concerned about. And hopefully I'm not, like, if I seriously just took my vacation to go home, obviously seeing my family's cool, but I'm going to 4 practices. And if Anthony doesn't practice in any of them, I'm going to be pretty irate. I'm not going to lie. For a pinky, he better practice. So as we go through this, going to continue to keep you guys updated with anything that comes out as soon as I possibly can. So make sure if you enjoy the content, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed with notifications on so you get notified anytime any of this stuff comes up. Got obviously a lot to be talked about as we continue to go forward. So I appreciate you guys stopping by for another video. And as always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and go Colts.